So with all this Yeezy basketball talk out there with sneakers, I wanted to go ahead and throw in my 2 cents on why I think that this is actually a really important collaboration for Kanye as well as Adidas. And let's go ahead and get into 5 reasons why. So my first gut reaction to the Yeezy basketball sneakers was rough. I really, like many, thought, what the heck is he doing expanding into basketball? He knows nothing about performance basketball. Stick to lifestyle, Yee. But I thought about this a little bit deeper, and it actually might be one of the best creations that Kanye has actually come up with. So let me go ahead and explain. So reason number 5 is basketball sneakers are the foundation to sneaker culture. This has definitely been an evolved culture with a fine line between performance and retros. The original Air Jordans that are mainstays in people's collections nowadays, the Air Jordan 1, 3, 5, 11, and so on, all are retros now, but they were originally created for performance. If Kanye can bridge this gap and bring back sneaker culture to the roots of basketball, then this is actually something that can be pretty big. Reason number 4 is because these shoes give a retro off-court appeal. The design is just crazy enough to make people think that they're a retro, which in this day and age, as I already mentioned, allows them to have a larger audience since it also can have off-court appeal. Having him announce these sneakers of him actually rocking the shoes in the streets of Chicago speaks to me. I think it's super smart. It's Chicago, the home of Michael Jordan. It's Kanye West in retro style sneakers doing things his way. Like, it really makes sense, and I think it's actually really smart. Which leads me to my next point, which is number 3. Performance basketball sneakers have struggled to sell. Nike basketball in particular seems to have been in a huge rut, especially around the time of the LeBron 12, 13, and 14. The 15 seemed a little bit better, but at the end of the day, I don't think it had that off-court appeal that it needed. Same thing with KD's, same thing with Kobe's. They just don't have off-court appeal. They've all tried to do lifestyle sided sneakers, but they just don't seem to do as well as their flagship, because Jordan back in the day didn't have lifestyle and performance sneakers. It was just all one shoe. And recently, basketball sneakers that have been produced are really just geared more towards high-end performance, and at the end of the day, those things cannot really be worn casually very well. But I don't think it's any surprise that performance basketball sneakers actually haven't been performing well in sales, and so this could be just the breath of fresh air that is needed to jumpstart basketball sneakers once again. Piggybacking on that, reason number 2 is this could actually be the revival of Adidas basketball. It is definitely the facelift that they needed, which is nuts to me because the Crazy Explosives were actually really good shoes. They were just really ugly. And how many people actually know that D Rose actually has a brand new flagship model out there that really just hasn't even been promoted? The Dame line has been doing pretty good, but not selling out like it probably should be. And the Harden line started off really strong with the Volume 1. The Volume 2 definitely had lackluster performance, as you can buy them online for like $50 now. The early looks of the Harden 3s do not look very promising, so this news of Kanye's basketball shoe is actually really major for the brand. And the number 1 reason why I think that this is an important collaboration is because, yes, Yeezy does it, but does it actually perform? From what it sounds like, Kanye designed these, but he wasn't alone. It sounded like he had some other major designers helping bring this cloud vision of his to an actual reality, which means they should be cross-checking his designs with functionality and performance. But also a major point that I wanted to bring up is that the sneaker market is over-engineered and overthought with new inventive gimmicks to sell sneakers. And Kanye's sneaker actually looks more like it's designed for casual wear, but can probably perform really well as well, since, well, people can actually legit rock Air Force Ones to hoop in still, so you don't necessarily need like a hexagonal Zoom Air with a blah blah blah. At the end of the day, it just doesn't make too much sense, a lot of these gimmicks that are released, and some of them are very obvious as they show up and then they exit the next year, never to be heard from again. But anyways, what are your guys' thoughts? Is this a good move for Kanye West and Adidas? I personally think it is. I'm excited to see it. I actually really dig the looks of the shoes so far, especially the colorway that he's been showing. It looks like a fun knit, as well as like an Air Jordan 10 sort of vibe. I don't know, it looks crazy to me, but it's something that I actually really like. But as these things actually launch, it'll be interesting to see who's actually going to be rocking the shoes, as well as if he's going to do any collaborations with the other Adidas family, like Damian Lillard, which would be amazing to see. Ultimately, though, we are talking about it, which means Kanye is doing his thing once again, and I'm really excited. I'm curious to see what he ends up pulling out from all of this. But that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and go ahead and click the screen at this time if you guys want to see some other videos on my channel. Have a good rest of the day, guys. Peace.